And in America, according to the statistics, most of the cases of rape, they are due to intoxication, either the victim or the rapist. And 8% of the Americans are involved in incest. That means every 12th or 13th person you meet in America is involved in incest. Incest means having sexual relationships with your close relatives. For example, son with mother, brother with sister, etc. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Isra chapter number 17, verse number 32. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. And do not come close to adultery, for it is a shameful and opening to evil. So therefore, adultery is prohibited in Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Hujurat, chapter number 49, verse number 11 and 12. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكون خيرا منهن ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكون خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. O you who believe, let not some men laugh at the other. It may be that the latter may be better than the former. Nor let some woman laugh at the other. It may be that the latter is better than the former. And do not defame or be sarcastic or call others with offensive nicknames. Avoid suspicion, for suspicion in most cases is a sin. And do not backbite, and do not speak ill about your brother behind his back. Would you like to eat the meat of your dead brother? Nay, you would abhor it. So therefore, the Quran says that suspicion, nicknaming, all of these things, they are haram in Islam. They are prohibited. You can't backbite about your brother. You can't speak ill about your brother behind his back. And if you do so, it is as though you are eating the dead meat of your own brother. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Hujurat, chapter number 49, verse number 11 and 12, that it is prohibited for a Muslim to backbite about another Muslim. Suspicion in most cases is a sin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Hujurat, chapter number 49, verse number 11 and 12, that suspicion, backbiting, all of these, they are a sin. And Islam believes in universal brotherhood, the practical demonstration. We Muslims, we have to offer salah 5 times a day. And it is mentioned in a hadith of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 1, book of Adhan, chapter number 75, hadith number 692. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that your shoulder should touch the shoulder of the other companion, and your feet should touch the feet of the other companion. Further, it's mentioned in Sunan Abu Dawood, volume number 1, book of Salah, chapter number 245, hadith number 666. That the Prophet ﷺ, before praying, he turned back and he said, stand shoulder to shoulder, closing up the gaps and do not leave any opening for the devil. The Prophet ﷺ was not referring to the devil which you see on the Onida TV with 2 horns and a tail, but he was referring to the devil of caste, of racism, of color, irrespective whether rich or poor, black or white, king or a pauper. When you stand for salah, you should stand shoulder to shoulder. And the best way for international brotherhood is during the time of Hajj, where more than 3 million Muslims come from different parts of the world, from Malaysia, from Pakistan, from India, from USA, from China, etc. And all of these people, the men, they are dressed in 2 unseen pieces of cloth, preferably white. You cannot identify the person standing beside you, whether he's a king or a pauper. It is the best way for international brotherhood, for universal brotherhood. And all of the men, they are dressed in the same attire. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, during the last sermon at the time of Hajjatul Wada, he said that there is no God except one God. And he said that there is no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, nor a black over a white, except in one case, taqwa, righteousness, God consciousness, piety. Only if you are more pious, then only you are superior. The criterion for judgment in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's not caste, it's not color, it's not race, it's not region, but it is righteousness, it is God consciousness, it is taqwa, it is piety.